Daniel Brooks had never expected his ordinary job in Boston to bring him anywhere near the private world of corporate secrets. As a single father, he kept his life simple. He worked hard, paid his bills, and made sure his young daughter, Lily, always had a stable home. At the company where he worked as a maintenance supervisor, Daniel was known as the quiet man who fixed problems without asking for praise. Emma Carter, the CEO's secretary, was different from the executives Daniel usually encountered. She was kind, patient, and often stayed late to finish paperwork. Whenever Daniel passed her office, they exchanged friendly greetings. Sometimes he helped carry boxes of documents, fixed a broken cabinet, or brought her coffee when she had been working for hours. Their friendship grew naturally. One evening, Daniel was repairing a damaged door near the executive offices. When Emma approached Daniel, "Are you still working?" he smiled. "Someone has to keep this place from falling apart." Emma laughed. "You always say that." She was carrying several files, and Daniel noticed she looked exhausted. "You should go home. I wish I could." Daniel helped her carry the files to her office. "Thanks," Emma said. "No problem." Neither of them noticed Victoria Grant watching from the end of the hallway. Victoria was the company's powerful CEO. She had been observing Daniel and Emma for weeks, and something about their growing friendship worried her. The next morning, Daniel received a message asking him to visit Victoria's office. When he entered, Victoria was standing beside the window. "Close the door," Daniel did as she asked. Victoria turned toward him. "I want you to stay away from Emma." Daniel was confused. "Excuse me. You heard me. Did Emma complain about something?" "No, then I don't understand." Victoria's expression hardened. "You don't know who she is?" Daniel frowned. "She's your secretary." Victoria shook her head. "That's what you think." Daniel remained silent. Victoria walked toward her desk. "Emma has a complicated past. You getting close to her could create problems for both of you." Daniel felt uncomfortable. "With respect, ma'am. Emma is an adult. We're friends. I have no intention of causing trouble. I'm warning you because I don't want you hurt." Daniel looked at her carefully. "That sounds less like a warning and more like a threat." Victoria's expression softened for the first time. "It isn't," Daniel nodded. "I'll respect your position, but I won't suddenly treat Emma badly." He turned toward the door. Victoria stopped him. "Daniel." He looked back. "If you knew the truth about Emma, you would understand why I'm asking this." Daniel left without another word. Later that afternoon, Emma noticed his distant behavior. "Did I do something?" she asked. Daniel shook his head. "No. I just think there's something about your life that nobody has told me." Emma looked confused. "What do you mean?" Daniel didn't answer, and neither of them knew that. Victoria's warning was connected to a secret that had been hidden inside the Grant family for more than 20 years. 3 days passed, and Daniel tried to respect Victoria's warning, without hurting Emma's feelings. He kept their conversations professional and avoided spending unnecessary time near her office. But Emma noticed immediately. One evening, she finally stopped him in the hallway. "Daniel, please tell me what happened." He sighed. "Your boss asked me to keep my distance." Emma stared at him. "Victoria." Daniel nodded. "Why?" "She said you have a complicated past." Emma looked genuinely confused. "I don't know what she's talking about." Before Daniel could answer, Victoria appeared at the end of the hallway. "Both of you, my office now." They followed her upstairs. Victoria closed the door and stood silently for several seconds. Then she placed an old photograph on her desk. Emma picked it up. Her expression changed. The photograph showed 2 little girls standing beside a woman who looked exactly like Victoria. "Who is this?" Emma asked. Victoria's eyes filled with tears. "That woman is our mother." Emma looked at the 2 children. "Then who is the other girl?" Victoria took a slow breath. Emma froze. What Victoria explained, that they were sisters separated after a childhood accident. When Emma was only 6, she disappeared during a family trip. The family searched for years, but eventually believed she had died. Victoria had never accepted that explanation. Years later, she discovered evidence suggesting Emma had survived and had grown up under another family name. "When I found you," Victoria said, "you didn't remember me?" Emma shook her head. "I don't remember any of this." "I know." Victoria admitted that she had quietly hired Emma as her secretary. After confirming her identity, she wanted to keep her close while protecting her from a dangerous dispute involving people who had once tried to control the family fortune. Daniel listened silently. "Then why warn me away from her?" he asked. Victoria looked at him. "Because anyone close to Emma could become a target. Emma's eyes filled with tears. You should have told me I was afraid. Victoria whispered I had already lost you. Once Emma stepped closer. You didn't have to protect me by keeping me in the dark. Victoria lowered her head. You're right, Emma hugged her. For a moment, years of confusion disappeared. Daniel watched quietly. Victoria turned toward him. I'm sorry I ordered you to stay away from Emma. Daniel nodded. I understand why you were afraid. Emma wiped her tears. And I'm not going anywhere. Daniel smiled. I wasn't planning to. Victoria finally laughed through her tears. The secret that had once separated the sisters had now brought them together. And for the first time, Emma understood why Victoria had always seemed less like a boss, and more like someone desperately trying to protect her. Outside the office, Daniel's daughter, Lily, waited with a small drawing. When Emma saw it, she smiled. The drawing showed 4 people holding hands. Emma looked at Daniel. Your daughter drew this. Daniel nodded. She says family can appear when you least expect it. Victoria looked at the drawing and smiled. For the first time in 20 years, the Grant family finally felt complete.